The lack of regulation resulted in what happened on Wall Street, and we ended up with the biggest crisis that we've ever seen.
I think for Mr. Obama, and I say this to my former regulatory colleagues, we need to do a better job coordinating implementation of Dodd-Frank, writing the rules, prioritizing them, public communication about what the rules are about. The rules need to be much simpler. We are dying in a sea of complexity. It doesn't serve anyone's interest. Complex rules are harder to enforce, they're easier to game, they don't engender public support because the public doesn't understand them. So you've got to simplify those rules, and it's harder. It's harder to write a simple rule than it is a very complex rule, but there just has to be a greater priority on that.
The Dodd-Frank bill, and it was designed to keep the big banks from getting too big, the too big to fail banks. But what's happened since it's passed is the bigger banks have gotten bigger.
I think for Mr. Romney, he should tell us what he's going to do. If he doesn't like Dodd-Frank, he said repeal and replace it. Well, what does that mean? I think he said some helpful things about higher capital and risk retention for securitization, and those are great things. Those are in Dodd-Frank. If there are other approaches, let's hear them, but let's get it out. I mean, I think both of them should be talking more about this. This idea that somehow the economic problems we're having now are divorced from what happened with the financial crisis is just not true. What is happening now with our sluggish economy is still very much an outcome of the financial crisis, and we need to hear from them. You know, how are you fixing it? Mr. Obama, how are you fixing it? Mitt Romney, if you don't like this, well, how are you going to fix it? Because it needs to be fixed.